But to help me understand it, Brian sent me a copy of his latest book. Kathy Dempsey was our opening keynote speaker, and she had a program entitled Shed or You're Dead. I was kind of hoping it was a metaphor for something. I don't know. It seems like a pretty dangerous keynote. And it reminded me of my Uncle Silvio when we used to go to the Pussycat Lounge. He'd say, hey, shed or you're dead. And I did agree with Kathy right at the beginning when she said, you know, because I believe it's important to have a healthy lizard. She asked us what we could learn from a lizard, and I'm thinking, beside catching flies, not much. I did learn that there are 5,000 species of lizards, and a lot of them, not only can they shed their skin, they can shed their tails. You grab them by the tail, boop, pulls off, and they can grow that back. You know, insert your own joke there. The 3 R's of shedding are release, reframe, refocus, and I would think if you're shedding too much, you would need a 4th R, which would be reupholster. She talked about this Back to the Future party that they put together, and they got everybody involved. And she got the CEO to glue on eyebrows and things like that, and they got everybody making different things. She said they even got the Alzheimer patients to make clocks. Am I the only one who saw irony in that? Then she told us this gut-wrenching story about contracting AIDS from an ER patient and how it changed her life and almost destroyed it. And there wasn't a dry eye in the house, and then she pulled the rug out from under us and said, oh, don't have AIDS. Not that we felt bad that she now didn't have AIDS, and we were all... I mean, this was a dilemma going on for me. I'm saying, well, wait, am I upset? But then, you notice what she did, you know, in case we did feel bad, she bribed the entire audience by giving them all a lizard, you know, and it made everything better. She shows the box, you go, oh. That's what you did, I heard you. You said, oh. I also thinking that it might be an interesting reality show that each week you have some doctor go to a patient and tell them they got 2 weeks to live. And then you follow them around with cameras to see how it destroys their life. You know? You could call it the Extreme Makeover Life and Death Edition. Thursday morning started off with another survey as we found out and we waited with bated breath to see who had brought the most shoes with them. And it's this woman here in the yellow, was that you? 11 pairs of shoes she brought with her. Somebody needs to shed. I'm curious, of the guys that are here right now, how many guys only brought 1 pair of shoes? Thank you. I mean, it's admirable that you have this many shoes and you are single-handedly trying to turn this economy around. I think it's wonderful. On Thursday morning, Lee ended her program, Chicken Soup for the Health Caregiver's Soul. And she said that many caregivers don't take enough care of themselves, and she talked about eating properly and exercise. She even brought up the 4 food groups and the food pyramid. So they came up with this pyramid, the My Pyramid. And this has the same food groups, but now they're adding in specific portion sizes, and they take into account your age, your lifestyle, and sex. I suppose if you're having enough sex, you can lose weight. But look on here, which is the most important thing, is this guy walking up the pyramid. Exercise. Well, how many people here exercise every day? 6 people, okay. But see, it's not easy to eat properly. It's not easy to exercise. That's why my pyramid looks like this. Leanne gave me the best news possible when she said that exercise Not only do you only have to do 40 minutes 3 times a week, I mean, not only, obviously, that's a minimum that you want to do. She said that the exercise is cumulative. You don't have to do it all at once. So last night when we went out to dinner, I got a table as far away from the bar as possible. Back and forth for Kentucky bourbon, I must have done 40 minutes. Leanne asked the most profound question of all yesterday when she said, what is your #1 priority, and are you living it? And she talked about, how kids, when they want something, their priority, I want juice, I want juice, I want juice, juice, I want juice. And they do that until they get juice. You never visited my house in Brooklyn. If I went like that and my father was around, he had a juice stopper. Okay? So if we're going, I want juice, I want juice, I want juice. Juice was no longer my #1 priority. And then Brian was on this morning, but he was going on and on. He talked about 5 steps, 13 recommendations. He had his MBWA, your PRC, your do it, and your WWH. Which I thought was some wrestling federation, but I guess I was wrong. He also had 3 Ps and 4 Rs. I think the best I ever had was 4 Ds and a C. Oh, this was a good one. He said, when you explain something, he gave the example, explain who you are and what you do. My name is Lynn. I am one of the team members taking care of you. It's important to say you're part of a team. That way if something goes wrong, you got somebody to blame. Explaining what you do. I had an uncle who was really good with people skills, and he used to explain very clearly to people what he was going to do. He'd say, Mr. Fingers, we're just going to tie you to this chair, and then we're going to take some blood, actually all of it. That should take 5 minutes. Then we're going to put you in that box and then put some cement on you, and then you're going to go for a swim. Do you have any questions? Service excellence. Boy, what a roller coaster ride her life has been. And here's this plane exploding. She's asking herself, do you love yourself? Do you love your family and friends? Are you living your goals and dreams? If you die today, have you left the planet a better... by that time you are dead. If you ain't... I'm a pretty slow thinker, and I'm thinking these questions, boom, there the plane got me. All right. I would think of a simpler statement, Do you want to save your ass? Yes! That brings us up to right now. Somewhat, it has been fun. I've been walking around and talking to the different groups over a period of days. See, I don't have insurance, and I've been negotiating with a couple of tables. I'm going to do a keynote for a stress test and an echo for a group over here, and then this group here in Kansas. I'm going to do a half-day humor seminar. I'm going to get a colonoscopy, so I'm looking forward to that. You have all these small, what are they called, immediate care? Is that what you call them? I'm sorry? Critical access. Excuse me. I'm learning that critical access, immediate care, all this stuff, it's critical. Well, they got, some small, they got like 25 beds. And 115 people who work there. I mean, the HR people, slow down, 25 beds, how hard is that? You can make a bed, then go make lunch. I mean, you do that at home.